The movie opens by introducing Arthur, who is also known as Aquaman. We learn that his life has completely changed. He has become the king of Atlantis. He is married to Mera, who is the daughter of the king of the other kingdom. And now they have a son too. Now the story shifts and comes to the villain of this movie, whose name is Black Manta. His father had died, but he has always considered Arthur responsible for his death. That's why Black Manta still decides to take revenge on Arthur. He was also making a special kind of powerful suit for himself. And he was also waiting for this. After this suit is complete, I will fight with Aquaman. After this, we see a doctor who was also a marine scientist. That is, the world under the sea. And now he was doing research on Atlantis. He attempted to find Atlantis and go there, and to bring it to the outside world in front of everyone, so that he can prove that a world like Atlantis is really found. With this research of Atlantis, those scientists go to Antarctica once, and they start trying to find something in the snow there. But then a monster like octopus attacks the scientists and their team, because he also had big tentacles. So that's why the scientists get stuck there with their team. That's why he sends signals to his other companions and asks for help. Then one of his companions comes to help him. That is, Black Manta. These people were working together. After coming, Black Manta saves the lives of scientists and their companions. But he himself starts researching here, for which he started going further down the snow. After coming to a great depth, he sees the broken black trident. And now as Black Manta picks up the broken trident and joins it, he starts seeing its real owner, whose name was Cordex. He appeared highly intelligent and formidable. He says in the memories of Black Manta that because you have joined my broken trident, so now you will become very powerful. Along with this, you will also be able to take revenge on your enemy Aquaman. And you can do everything you want to do. Now we know that the situation in the world has deteriorated a lot, because global warming has increased so much that tsunamis and floods keep coming. Because of this, along with the world outside, there are a lot of difficulties in the sea world as well. Because of all this, the creatures of the sea are slowly dying. Seeing all this, there is a meeting of the Atlantic Councils, in which Arthur was also included. Here Arthur puts this offer in front of all the councils that we should meet and talk to the people of the outside world. And we should share our advanced technology with them, so that the outside world can also develop in this way. And then they can also solve our problems. But it is obvious that no one agrees with this. All the councils say that this cannot happen. There, Black Manta's suit was completely ready. And now he just wants to somehow get into Atlantis and steal orichalcum. Now orichalcum is a type of metal found in the Atlantis kingdom, which works just like petrol. In addition to this, there are many benefits of orichalcum. So now Black Manta enters Atlantis with his team to get orichalcum and attacks there. Now seeing his destruction, Mera goes to Black Manta to stop him. Because he became powerful by wearing this new powerful suit, he attacks Mera and injures her, causing her to faint. Black Manta again came to Mera. Before he could attack her again, Arthur comes here. To save his wife, he started fighting his enemy Black Manta. And this is how they have a great fight. While in the midst of the battle, Black Manta's team sends him a signal, which he understood that my team has found orichalcum. This means that he can go back now. So, leaving the fight in the middle, he left here. He also succeeds in running away safely. Mera's condition was very bad when Arthur's mom came to them. Arthur's mom tells him that it's a matter of thinking. If Black Manta had really come here to take orichalcum in Atlantis, then surely something bad is going to happen. Hearing this, Arthur says to his mom, then we will need the help of my brother ORM in this matter. But why? Arthur replies, because my brother ORM knows very well about Atlantis as well as orichalcum. He knows the entire history of Atlantis. Hearing this, Arthur's mom says, but ORM is trapped in another kingdom, the jail of the fishermen. Then how can he come? To which Arthur replies, I will go to the fisherman kingdom myself and get ORM out of the jail. He did this. He went straight to the fisherman's jail. Soon he finds ORM. ORM is taken out of there. But before they leave here, ORM is surrounded by the guards of the fisherman's kingdom. ORM's condition has deteriorated a lot now because he was not given proper food here. Due to this, his body had become very weak. But as soon as he came out and the seawater touched his body, he became as healthy and strong as before. He also has the same powers as before. That's why ORM alone fights with the guards. He dominates them. He kills all the guards in one blow. After which both the brothers leave here. On the way, while talking, the two tell each other about their lives. Arthur tells ORM, I am tired of being the king of Atlantis. Now I am bored with this job." But after hearing this, ORM was quite surprised. He tells Arthur, "I have also tried to become a king since childhood to get the throne of a king. But you got that throne. You don't even care about the throne. This is quite strange and amazing." After which the two go straight to King Fish and ask him about Black Manta, on which King Fish replies to both that you can get Black Manta on an island. The island is in the south area. And after hearing this, both the brothers go to the south area to go to that island. But when they come here, they see that the whole island has changed. It seems as if by burning at orichalcum, its smoke has been spread here. Due to this, the trees, plants, and even the animals here have completely mutated, because of which their size has increased a lot. Even the rats here have become so big that their size looks like an elephant. A scientist was shown, which is now at the location of Black Manta. Here when the scientist sees the broken black trident, he grabs it without thinking. And now as soon as he touches it, the scientist also begins to see the codex in his mind, which tells the scientist to do the wrong thing, as he had told Black Manta. But then the Black Manta came here. He took the black trident from the scientist and said, "Scientist, you wanted to know what my purpose is, right? So, listen. My purpose is to kill Arthur and his entire family. And if I have to deal with the devil to do this, then I am willing to do it." Then we saw that looking for this place of Black Manta, Arthur and ORM also come here, who met the scientist as soon as they arrived. Because he understood that Arthur and ORM have come from Atlantis, he tells them that his purpose is to destroy Atlantis as well. Along with this, the scientist also tells them about the Black Trident. And as soon as he touches it, memories of the owner of the Trident Codex begin to appear. They were talking to each other. Then the people of the Black Manta team attack Arthur and ORM. But these two brothers together bravely started competing with them. This hit them very badly that then Black Manta came there. He also wears his full suit. And now he starts fighting with these two. But in the meantime, ORM accidentally catches that Black Trident. Because of this, he also begins to see the memories of the Codex. So, because of all this, for a while, ORM's attention is taken away from the fight. Taking advantage of this, Black Manta attacks him. He was also injured a lot because he did not attack. And now Black Manta fights with both of them, that he began to get heavy on them. Now when it seemed that Black Manta would kill both of them, then Mara's dad came here, i.e. the king, who comes and helps both of them and takes them away from here. After going a long way from here, they came to a safe place. ORM tells them everything about the Black Trident. Arthur's dad was the one to look for Atlantis. He also had a powerful trident, which is now with his son King Arthur. But King, i.e. Arthur's dad, had a brother too, who was none other than Codex. And he made this Black Trident. Now, just like Arthur's dad King was ruling the Atlantis kingdom, Codex was ruling another kingdom which was a completely dark kingdom, i.e. there were dangerous creatures and monsters. But the trouble began when Codex showed his real form. Actually, Codex wanted him to steal Atlantis orichalcum and become more powerful. To some extent, he was doing this. But by doing this, Atlantis and the other creatures of the sea were dying. In addition, diseases were also spreading inside Atlantis. Now, seeing such a situation, King Arthur's dad stood up against Codex and told him to stop all this. But Codex got so crazy in the intoxication of power. He gets to rebel against his brother, the king. As soon as it happens, a war starts between both of them. But in the war, King defeated Codex and imprisoned him. Now, he is imprisoned there forever and never comes out. For this, King used his blood. As a result, Codex was locked up in a magical prison, from where it is impossible to get out of. Later, ORM tells that at this time, Codex is stuck in Black Manta's mind through memories, because he wants to be free from prison by using him. Hearing this, Arthur and ORM's mom understood the whole matter. She begins to tell them that I know about Codex. And the way the king used his blood to imprison him, now to be free from the prison, he needs the blood of a person of the king's generation whenever Codex can be free. It means those who have the king's blood inside. King's blood can only be in the people of his royal family. Hearing all this, Arthur understands that my son's life is in danger. Obviously, his son was the easiest target for Black Manta, whom he could easily kill. So, he immediately came to his house and saw that everything was destroyed. The house was burning, the child was missing, and a man was injured there. When asked, the man said that Black Manta came here. He caused all this destruction and took your son, which made it clear that Arthur's suspicion was absolutely right. So now Arthur and ORM go to save his son. But before that, Their mom makes them understand that remember one thing, you're brothers, no matter what happens, you have to support each other. They come directly to Black Manta's place and attack there. But a big monster attacked them too. The rest of them survive, but Mera's dad is stuck there. Then ORM goes and helps him, and takes them out of the monster's clutches. Seeing this, Mera's dad understood that the ORM whom I had always misunderstood, he is a very good person. Inside, Black Manta has Arthur's son with him. The scientist also there who sees a small child and thinks of saving him, so he picks up the child and starts running away from here. But Black Manta, who had seen him, attacks the scientist and injures him, and snatches the child. And now as Black Manta moves forward to kill his child, Arthur comes here, who challenges him to fight. Their fight was very intense before, but then the Black Manta starts to overcome Arthur. Because he was not the Black Manta but Cortex inside him, Black Manta had completely overpowered him. But taking advantage of this opportunity, Mera runs away with her child. But then Black Manta sees her going and attacks her with his black trident. But before the trident hits Mera, ORM catches her first. And in this way, he saved Mera and her child's life. But this also had a reverse effect, because as ORM touches the black trident, Cortex also starts to control his mind. He starts to show him against his brother that your brother Arthur has done a lot wrong with you. In fact, you are the one who is worthy of becoming the king of Atlantis, not Arthur. So now ORM attacks Arthur. But here Arthur, who had understood everything, did not turn and attack, but started to explain to his brother to come to his senses and control yourself. Then ORM does the same. As soon as he got control over himself, he also remembers his mother's words that you are both brothers. You've to support each other, doesn't matter what happens. But in the meantime, Cortex takes advantage and starts to free himself. By doing this, his body starts to come to life. Just at this time, ORM left the black trident. It was too late by now, because Cortex had been freed by reviving himself. And now seeing Cortex in front of him, Arthur attacks him with his black trident. But Cortex easily catches his black trident and tries to attack Arthur. But before that, Arthur breaks his black trident with the help of his trident, and hits Cortex, which eventually kills him along with his trident. As soon as it is over, the whole place starts to be destroyed. Slowly, all this place started to break, and then the Black Manta buries under it. But in the same trouble, Arthur raises his hand to help him. But Black Manta refuses, saying thank you. I don't need your help. I would prefer to die instead of taking help from you. Because of this reason, the Black Manta dies there. Because Arthur and his other companions leave from there. Here Arthur says to ORM that now you are free. You don't have to go to any jail anymore. Because in the jail of the fishermen, we will say that you have been killed here. And now you go from here and live your life freely. After this, ORM completely considers Arthur as his brother. Because their misunderstandings were cleared. And Cortex said that you are exactly the kind of king Atlantis needs. This is your kingdom. Then we see that Arthur brings Atlantis in front of the world. Coming to the outside world, he tells everything about this kingdom. He also said that from now on, we will share Atlantis technology with the world, so that we can make the world better together. Arthur's life was going on like this. That is, he lives in both Atlantis and the outside world. The story of the film ends here.